St. Louis has always been a city of immigrants. Since its founding in 1763 by the French, immigrants themselves, our city has had a storied history with immigration. But how did we get here? The long history of immigration began with people arriving from the East Coast ports to take advantage of the Mississippi's efficient water transit. And by the Civil War, fully 50% of the St. Louis population was made up of immigrants. In the years after, many diasporas joined the ranks of immigrants and established whole areas of the city filled with their culture, such as the Italian diaspora within the Hill. However, after World War II, immigration cooled down significantly, primarily due to a decrease in available work. However, this is still an immigrant city, and more groups are still choosing St. Louis as their destination, such as the recent waves of Afghani and Bosnian residents.
Well, St. Louis for a long time, I think the idea of coming to an area where you can have a cost of living and a lifestyle that gives you things like the St. Louis Museum, the zoo, and so many amenities that are family friendly and economically friendly definitely adds to the enjoyment of living in St. Louis, not to mention the enjoyments we get from the Cardinals.
More recently, immigrants have been attracted to St. Louis because of its higher education institutions, such as Washington University, and research opportunities.
Personally, within the Hispanic population, it is a tight-knit population. We have a good commerce, we have things like the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and within the Hispanic community, when you are tight-knit, things are usually word of mouth. And so when you have family here or loved ones that talk to you about the benefits of living in St. Louis, family members tend to migrate to St. Louis.
Like any city with a high immigrant population, finding community is important to preserve culture and perspectives.
Immigrants in general, in all populations, add value to communities, whether it's cultural, business. In St. Louis, it can be displayed from our cities and our communities. You can see whether you're living in Cherokee Street or in the Hill or in different regions of North County or South County, our immigrants add value to our community.